Evening and welcome once again to Gaming Under the Influence. I'm Mike here with Alex, coming to you guys once again from GreenDragonCVR in Woodbridge, Ontario, to talk to you about video games. It's been a little while.
Video games, yes it has. It feels like it's been a fucking eternity, and I haven't been playing too much, but this watching this Elden Ring footage is getting me like turned on a little bit. I really want to fucking jump into Elden Ring now, eh?
Get back in there, buddy. You won't regret it.
Holy shit, for real.
That's what I've been doing myself lately.
That's what I'm waiting for. Some more dying. Yes.
Happy to be back talking about these kinds of things once again. Hope you're well too, man. You said you haven't been playing much anything, but I know you've been making a kind of circuit of the Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, it's kind of inspired by my Steam Deck. I got a Steam Deck, and been
a little bit about that. How's the Steam Deck? How's your experience with that? What the fuck, the Steam Deck? Eh?
Yeah, I got the fucking Steam Deck, Valve's little portable
Steam Deck.
PC Switch killer, right? So honestly, it's pretty sick. I like it because it's bigger than the Switch, which I don't like because even the Switch, like I kind of sometimes miss the 3DS form factors. Anyways. It's big, which is great for what it is, being like a PC. It's nice, it's big and clunky. It feels comfortable in your hands. It feels super nice and stuff. But it's also loud. It's got like a fan, right? But it doesn't feel so sensitive and like delicate. Like I try baby my Switches a little bit, baby all my like handhelds. And this one, I don't even feel like you have to. It's just like black chunky plastic. It looks like it was like ripped out of the fucking like 90s or some shit. Honestly, it's pretty like shitty looking, and I fucking love it for that reason, right? Because it's like more of a utility thing. I'm not so like obsessed with it, like weird about it, but it's a little bit buggy too. Like you can tell it's early on in like what they're trying to do with this yeah, Melania fucking you up. What they're doing with this like first ever kind of portable, I guess not first ever, but first, like Valve sponsored with Steam integration. It runs Linux that just runs Steam directly. Like it's all runs pretty cool.
It's a neat concept.
But you can tell,
sure.
it's still early in the game, and there's a lot of games that they have to sort of work on and get them running on, because at the end of the day, it's running Linux, not Windows, right? Which makes it it's able to get more performance out of the components that are in it, rather than running like a bogged down. Like you can install Windows on it, it'll probably be the stupidest thing ever, because it'll no doubt bog it down more than Linux. So anyway, it's a fucking cool device, and I'm happy to have it. And I've been kind of messing around with installing a ton of games just to see, how they run and how I can like test them and stack them up against each other. And then that includes, Final Fantasy is great because they're all different games, but they're all Final Fantasies, right? They're similar in some ways, and they cover like a broad range of fucking like console generations, right? So on the PC, I have literally from Final Fantasy 1 to fucking 15. That's like from the original or Super Nintendo up to now, right? Like it's so, to install them all and test them on the Steam Deck is cool, right? Just to kind of fuck around. Plus last week we were talking about Final Fantasy 8 remastered there, and 10, right? Remastered. Fucking thinking of like jumping into one of those and noodling around. So I played both, but I haven't really been able to like sit down and really hammer one out. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing the tour, right? Played a bit of 6, 10, 8, fucking 12, I think. It's crazy.
It's very
Final
cool.
Fantasy's great though. There's so much, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I might even look for like a sale on Elden Ring and pick it up on the PC as well. Just to even like fuck around with it on the Steam Deck. The one thing I will say, I installed Dark Souls Remastered, and just for some reason the way the Steam Deck is built, it's not super comfortable to play like a Souls game. I mean, the buttons are small. The fucking
like
the
rocking
R1,
it off on a Switch.
Yeah, the R1 and L1 are they feel like raised, sort of like not as like flush as like it feels on like a big. It just feels it feels inferior. And I just playing for a couple minutes, like there's no way I would ever play a Souls game unless it's like a 2D one on this fucking device, probably. Even the 2D one, maybe not, right?
Yeah, 2D ones usually they have stuff mapped to the face.
Yeah, buttons. It seems to have I guess more potential with fucking any other game, obviously, and even maybe I haven't tried yet, but I want to try more like something like Disco Elysium, or like something simulation, even maybe like The Sims, SimCity, like just random shit that also has like mouse input control, because it has a touchscreen, it has touch pads, like there's a lot that you can kind of do to really like emulate like as if you're playing on a PC somehow, right? I don't know.
touchscreen,
kind of fucking. Yeah, this is obviously like it has,
That's pretty fucking interesting.
touchscreen, but it feels decent. Like it's pretty good.
At least for RTS, that would make it playable.
That's what I mean, right? So we might be able to make shit work. Like
not
pretty,
great for
pretty
FPS,
cool.
but
yeah, for FPS and like for fucking Souls, it feels pretty shitty. Like I wouldn't recommend it.
And that's because of the quality of the triggers.
The triggers are fine. It's just for some reason the fucking R1 and the L1 feel like they're a little bit raised. Like it's hard to explain. When you're holding it, it just doesn't feel as comfortable. Like instead of sliding down to the fucking the triggers, it feels like you have to sort of drop down. It's
probably wants you to just keep 3 fingers
or use all 4 or whatever. It just, I don't know, for that. And then the buttons are tiny, dude. They're small. I don't know, they're fucking little baby ass. But like I was playing it, and then I started to notice, okay, like I'm playing a fast paced game and I'm starting to like hit like a fat thumbs, like mash like 3 buttons at the same time. Like this isn't working. But it's a cool device, just not for Souls, and definitely not for FPS. I won't even try that. Fuck that. But
well, that's interesting.
Which even credits my Final Fantasy point. It's great for fucking turn-based RPGs, I tell you.
I know Valheim runs on there, which is interesting, but for me, I just can't ever see myself playing something.
You know what?
portable.
Valheim might be okay because it's like, maybe not. I don't know.
Might be okay. Yeah, I just mean like
there's still like what the fuck moments in Valheim where you're like,
even given it worked perfectly, like
I
don't even play my Switch portably. I always play it docked.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
I just like stationary gaming, I guess. It's like, to me, the idea of a portable church. You know what I mean? Now it's like something I do in one place.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I definitely agree. Like it's fucking, I don't know. It's definitely cool for what it is.
I get the appeal of that exact thing that you're describing. Like if you want to play a handheld game, which obviously lots of people fucking do.
Yeah, of course.
And I get the concept too.
It kind of
this myself. Like why not play this? Fucking, you have 200 Steam games already. Right?
That was the deciding factor there. I was like, well, I don't have to buy anything. And then I ended up, of course, the first day I got it, I ended up buying Final Fantasy VIII remastered version on Steam, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, spend more money. Fuck it, video games, right? Why not?
Great. Thanks, Steam.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's interesting, actually.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with the thing. I'm happy to have it. I can't wait to fuck around with it a little bit more and just see what I can get out of it.
Yeah.
I think you could even do like the emulator stuff and put some fucking old games on it, whatever.
I've been talking to Andrew about it too. He said the same thing as you.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, but yeah, for playing older stuff maybe.
Just gonna make it my Final Fantasy machine.
Yeah.
Just play through Final Fantasy 1 to 15.
Why not, man?
Could you imagine? That's it.
Cool. Let me know how the CRPGs play too. That would be interesting.
That's a good one too.
If you'd move by touching the ground, perhaps, or how that works.
Maybe even like an XCOM kind of thing.
Yeah, XCOM.
All kinds of games that would probably be fucking amazing on it.
Not terrible on there.
Yeah. It's good stuff. Yeah. So that's kind of a little bit why I guess I've been more noodling with hardware, I'd say, over the last week, and kind of distracted, just playing, like I said, random Final Fantasy games, not really nailing anything down. I should jump back into Elden Ring.
Yeah,
watching this footage, pretty fucking.
Could finish her off, man. How far are you now in Elden Ring?
The last time I played, I was at that elevator. Can't remember the name.
Grand lift there?
The grand lift. Yeah, you're going. I think I'm going to Volcano or something there.
Did you already go through the lake region? You just finished the lake?
Yeah, I finished the Lernia Lake of.
Yeah. Did you go to the capital area yet? That gold city and shit?
I don't think so. I think I'm on my way there now.
True. You're probably about halfway then, or more.
Yeah.
60%.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I fucking put a lot of time into it when it first came out, and then I dropped off like normal.
Me too.
Like I usually do with certain games. Just
I put a lot of time into it, and then I got really frustrated at the end, and I put it down for a week or two and dabbled in it a bit. Then I pushed through the part I was stuck at and gave me a new wind of confidence.
Nice.
I found this part to farm here. You get 60,000 plus souls in one fucking run. It's pretty good too.
Holy fuck, really?
Helps, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to bump up your levels when you're that far. Your health bar is massive.
I saw people adjust their estimates that you should be around 150 for the fucking end, and I'm not there yet.
Game?
Yeah.
150? Holy shit, I think I'm at like 80 or 90 maybe. I don't even remember. It's been so long.
and my build wasn't really optimized. Like I was using these 2 katanas, but the bleed damage on them was suboptimal and the scaling was suboptimal, so I just sought out the fucking pieces.
Like, how do you know that when you get to that point? Like,
I just looked what other people were doing.
Yeah.
Online, yeah. And I noticed my damage, but I was struggling getting through the fights a bit, so. But that was after I already beat the part I was stuck at. It was stupid of me. I should have done it before.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just like little things like Ashes of War that give you better damage or better buffs. Like there's this thing called seppuku, fucking where you stab yourself with your katanas.
Oh fuck, really? They have that in this game?
Yeah, it gives you extra fucking.
That's fucking wild.
And you combine that with these 2 items that give you extra attack power when bleed takes place in your vicinity. So you can pretty much trigger it yourself, and you get both the buff from. I know, yeah, they fucking. 1 or 2 shot you. That's why I need all that health.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah. Yo, that's some fucking creepy ass Bloodborne shit. Yeah. That looks cool as fuck.
It's crazy. Yeah, it does.
Shit.
Exactly. Yeah. You can pop an item too to fucking increase your health a bit more, like you could in Dark Souls or Demon Souls with the humanities, which I find helpful for the bosses. But it turns out every time I finish one of the bosses, I've already expended my quota, and I just end up getting bareback. You know.
You have no choice. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really good, man. The end game is dense. The areas you see are really cool. I'm continually surprised by this fucking game.
That's like one of the big things I remember hearing pre-release from even like guys as like Skill Up saying like it just never ends. Like not in a bad way. Like it's just there's so much and it keeps getting bigger and bigger and it's like wow. Like it's impressive though, right?
Yeah,
it's not like a slog or fuck yeah. It's fucking wild, man.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. And even the fantasy is pretty incredible too.
Yeah.
The scope of the story is ridiculous. It just keeps keeps building outward and outward in these concentric rings. You're like, what the fuck? It's ridiculous, yeah. It seems pretty basic at first, like it just, you're this dude, you gotta fix the order, but then it turns out that guy's just a fucking giant alien god, and there's many of them fighting for control of the world.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's all fucked, man.
Did they release any of, like, the art books or, like, story thing? No, nothing, eh? Like,
an art book came with the collector's edition, I think, but most of the speculation's all on Reddit. It's pretty good stuff, actually. A couple of really big common threads now. About like the different outer gods, one of which is the greater will, but there's also supposedly the moon one, which may or may not actually be an outer god.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe it's just like the
holy shit, those things fucking
those missiles fuck you up. They're hard to dodge too.
Holy crap.
It's really rough. Clearing this area is rough, but you get a lot of souls. It's like the hardest area in the game.
Oh yeah? Yeah, it looks pretty difficult.
These guys give you 6,000 each.
Jesus.
Unbuffed. Ridiculous. Yeah, next week we're going to fucking pioneer a new series called Virtual Voyages, where we visit fucking our favorite places in the very best video game worlds. I think we're going to start with a place in Elden Rings. Probably, I think the place we should start is that Lemuria or whatever, the lake region.
Lemuria Lakes? Yeah, there's a lot of cool fucking areas there.
A lot of important lore points and a lot of crazy spectacle and very different locations to visit. There's a dragon.
At least one.
Yeah.
Right? I think there's only one. There's two? Is there two? Holy fuck.
There's one up in the cathedral, too. It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, that's a brilliant area. I definitely
like it a lot,
when we were talking about the idea, it's like there's so many fucking other places that like just jump to mind, and like I can't wait to kind of. I feel like I want to do some work and you know, we're gonna write down some of these places and do some. We're gonna show it to you, right, and present it.
That's right.
It's gonna be sick.
Like tour guides.
Yes.
I think we can just do a circuit through it on the fucking horse, showcase all of the areas. The bosses and enemies will probably have to clear them up beforehand to do it in any degree of...
yeah, we can throw in some footage of that too. It would be sick either way.
Can have that video afterwards as a bonus.
Be heavily edited.
Yeah, and Elden Ring is a great game. I'm fucking...
Yeah, look at that. I wish I could like tell you to pan out to the right there. There's like fucking some sick looking areas there.
Yeah. This is like another fucking tree that you find at the bottom of the world there.
Yeah.
That probably is the tree of whatever god Melania there works for.
Oh, fuck.
The formless mother or whatever the Scarlet Rod god is. Nuts, man. All of the Miyazaki games seem to be about warring
obviously,
fucking...
you could pick fucking pretty much places out of everywhere. Any of his games, I mean.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, especially Bloodborne is an obvious thing, but he can't get away from this motif of these old gods. And
yeah, that's true. It fucking appeals to me too, though. It just, it's so cool, right?
It's badass. I really like it, yeah.
I definitely, I couldn't help but think of Final Fantasy 15. And that city at not quite at the end there, but Alticia, I think.
Yeah.
When you fight what's the fucking blue dragon?
Leviathan.
The Leviathan.
The water city, the lagoon.
Yeah, the water city. Yeah. I remember playing through that game like, what the fuck is this shit?
Me too.
Most of the places that were portrayed in that game were pretty epic. Like, not all of them were explorable. Like, I don't think you go to his city, like Insomnia, until the end when it's getting fucked up.
That's right. Yeah.
But at the beginning, when you see it all nice and shit, you don't really get a chance to explore.
I know, that's a pity, eh? That would have been sick.
But it looks so fucking cool, right? From the cutscenes and all the fucking shit. Even if you watch the movies they came out.
Yeah,
oh, man,
I know, yeah.
Tight.
That fucking CGI movie was pretty tight.
Yeah, the
Kingsglaive.
Kingsglaive, yeah. I have that one on Blu-ray. It's sick.
I did enjoy it. Yeah. 15 was a great game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of places.
Yeah. Looking forward to 16. We were saying to each other earlier today.
Yeah.
Wonder what the hell's the status of that game.
I have no idea. I think we're due for some kind of shit. Maybe.
I wonder if COVID is still making it difficult for them to work in Japan. They have strict restrictions in that part of the world.
They do right now, yeah.
Still all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
China's going into lockdown in Beijing, apparently.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Bad news for everybody.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. People here are calling for that kind of thing, too. Fuck.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. I think we're okay without it, but...
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen here again.
Hopefully it
before
doesn't.
an election.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't affect the fucking games.
Yep. I mean, some of the best stuff we're playing right now came to fruition during COVID.
During COVID, you're right.
Yeah. We'll see how she goes.
Yeah, for sure.
I've also been fucking still dabbling in Valheim and Dying Light and other games I'm continually surprised by.
Yeah, fuck Valheim. I'm surprised that like it's been how many months since you started playing?
October.
And it's still like it's October, and you still like
played 330 hours. Yeah,
it's like your mainstay, you know.
Yeah, it's an excellent
Home
game.
base,
not even close to done.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, working on this fucking farm now, walled off farm in the most dangerous area of the game.
Oh,
where you can farm like the high end crops and these animals locks that you find that you can make the best meat from. Mm-hmm. They're difficult to transport home, so it's easier to just make a base there.
Build your base there. How like fortified does it have to be though?
Pretty fortified because these strong mobs come, so building more walls and trenches and fucking caps on top of it.
Make it like impossible to fucking burst through.
Exactly, yeah.
Fuck.
I legit making it so that there's no possible way they can pass through the fucking walls.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
I'm gonna have these fucking guys destroy my base.
Yeah.
That was my very first experience of Valheim. Building a house and having it just fucking smashed to bits by a troll. Yeah.
I think it's intentionally done.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking first boss in Souls that just wrecks you and takes you fucking like, well,
it's hilarious. Yeah,
that's not gonna happen.
And also fucking Dying Light 2, which is another great game.
Yeah, that's
something I can't get away from because the fucking movement is so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a JRPG like earnestness to the writing, which turns out is probably just like Eurojank, like fucking having become English, right? Like the closest thing probably that I've played to this in terms of its tone and writing is like Metro Exodus.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's a similar vibe.
Yeah.
Like these dudes with like fucking heavy like Russian accents, but obviously it's in English. Like, Artyom.
Yeah, that's so weird fucking. I enjoyed some of that game too, though.
I mean, I love that game. It's fucking sick. And like the writing, we were talking before, it has this earnestness to it, like JRPGs do, right? It's not like shackled
it's
to
innocent, right?
Hollywood tropes and conventions of conversation that we're so exposed to in the West, I guess, right? People say things that are almost too personable or, vulnerable for an action hero or a character in a fucking game. Like you can picture like a kid like tweeting about how awkward it is or something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's what I mean, like Eurojank just translated into English. It's fucking fantastic for that reason.
I agree.
Yeah, I remember playing a scene recently where you go looking for this fucking bottle of old liquor to bribe a guy with, essentially, and you end up finding an extra bottle of vodka, and somebody asks you to take it to a birthday party for this side character, where you do nothing but talk, essentially, and play a drinking game, and it's
nice.
Awesome. Yeah, little details like that. Enjoy the world, like makes it feel like a place that you're supposed to inhabit, not just for the mechanical fucking
not just like a beeline through the fucking story or
not like a glorified machine, right? That's what I don't like when I play games more than anything else, to feel like that's what it is, a machine with a skin on top of it. Right? MMOs, I think, are most susceptible to this. Like FPS round-based things can be very susceptible.
Yeah,
to
MMO
this.
is like a fucking glorified gambling simulator,
live
or like a
service game,
fucking
so.
some bullshit. It's just literally, yeah, like a machine. That's a good way to describe it, right?
Yeah.
So mechanical. There's no like love coming out of the thing. Just nothing to feel. Like, I don't know.
It doesn't have a
Stupid way to put it, but
believability to it. It doesn't have an essence and a principle of its own, right? No, Elden Ring is fucking... And I like how the scope, like in these kind of games, fucking progresses. Everything about them feels like a real world fucking... And each game becomes bigger and fucking more real than the last one, too. Like,
fuck, this dragon's kicking your fucking ass.
yeah, it took me a few attempts. They look pretty different, I noticed, too, eh? Some of them have different fucking faces and feathers and fucking...
I think I only fought like one.
Configurations. There's like 12 of them or more in the game, all over the world.
Haven't noticed any
They're pretty
variation.
cool.
They're crazy, man. This is fucking... Skyrim doesn't hold a candle to this shit.
No. It does not.
Good old Skyrim.
Nor Bethesda design generally.
Yeah, that's a totally fucking another ball game there.
Yeah, there's a new one coming soon.
Disappointing disaster. Starfield, yeah. I have a feeling it won't have dragons.
I have a feeling it won't have a game in it, you know?
But it won't be a game. It'll have a 6-store day one. Fucking.
I read this
buy a
ridiculous
spaceship.
thing, actually, buddy.
Oh, no.
The headline
Do I
on
want
N4G. It was Microsoft hiring for people to conduct more acquisitions.
What?
You know? They're acquiring
that
people
deep?
to do acquisitions. Like,
That
buddy,
sounds scary.
Not one of the acquisitions has yielded a fucking thing.
Yeah, what are you guys
Their
doing?
plan
with
just
that?
to like shotgun the wall, like splatter shot, and fucking just see if one sticks, you know?
It sounds like they're not even buying any of these studios or companies for
monopolizing.
future considerations. It's like they're just buying it for the back catalog. You know what I mean? So they just shove it on Game Pass.
Hey, maybe.
And then be like, well, we'll see how the next game turns out. And have like, you know.
You know what? You're probably 100% right, bro.
Like, right?
So they might actually be the Netflix of games, eh?
Yeah, and
That was
now
the
we're
biggest fucking impediment, the fact that people don't want to put their shit on there. So they're like, yeah, you don't want to put your shit on
Yeah,
there?
we'll
Okay,
just
we'll
fucking buy you and we'll force you to put it on there, you bitch.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, we're seeing how Netflix is, you know, unfolding in the future. Now people are starting to fucking kind of get pissed at Netflix. There's a little bit of backlash because they keep raising prices.
Yeah, I think that
Want to lock
combined with
people out with password sharing and shit.
Yeah. They lost a third of their value recently after their fucking departure from Russia. I don't know what the fuck the circumstances surrounding that were, but didn't pan out well for them.
Yeah, we'll see how it pans out in the future for Microsoft with the strategy they're going for.
We will see.
Hiring fucking manager of acquisitions manager. Like, I don't even know, man.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
It's gonna be strange stuff for sure, man.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I know that fucking Sultan Sanctuary is coming out soon as well.
Oh yeah, when's that drop?
I think this
Next
month.
This month?
Perhaps
April,
at the
May?
end of this month.
April's almost over, man. It flew by.
Yeah, it did. It's depressing. Let me check that quick, actually. When is it coming, Salt?
Salt and Sacrifice. Another 2D Souls-like sequel to Salt and Sanctuary. Oh, you got frostbite, mate. Oh, you're dead. You're dead.
That happens a lot.
You died. Yep, still playing Elden Ring. Oh yeah.
Let's see, Salt and Sacrifice.
Sick loading screens.
Are they not making physical copies of this fucking game?
I hope they are.
I don't see it, fuck. Guess not.
No, eh? That's a bitch.
Should be soon anyways, fuck. Either this month or next. Yeah, I guess for me, I'm just gonna try and finish this game and fucking Dying Light and pick a new JRPG to play. I know there's a pile on the Switch. It's due for some attention on my part. I'm gonna fucking switch over that shit.
I should probably try and finish Elden Ring as well. You're right on that one.
I want to finish still Octopath and Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Yeah.
Then there's Bravely 2. There's fucking Xenoblade 1.
Triangle Strategy.
Triangle Strategy.
Which I couldn't nail down this time for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just wasn't, I don't know. I might revisit it at some point, but
yeah,
for some reason, I don't know. But I feel that way largely with a lot of games, like I said before, right? I don't really know what the fuck. I'll find something that'll speak to me soon.
Yeah.
I'll get obsessed.
Fucking, that's the way to do it, buddy.
Yeah. I should finish Elden Ring, though. That's probably I'm going to jump back into.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it for sure. Get the Mimic tier there as soon as possible and fucking brute force your way through the thing, like I'm doing with this dragon right here.
Yeah.
Fought so many dragons. I'm not gonna fucking...
Dragon Slayer.
Look at him just running there.
Nice.
Leroy!
Boy. Yeah, fucking get in there, Lewis. Fuck.
Yeah. He's pretty tough now, this fucking guy.
Your Mimic?
Yeah.
How the hell do you get the Mimic thing?
You get it in the Nokron Eternal City. Underground. I don't remember at what stage you beat some boss, but it's really helpful. It's even built into the story. Like, you see shit down there. It has something to do with why the Greater Will banished the city and sent that fucking Astal, that fucking alien down there to destroy them. It's crazy shit. Yeah. Look how little damage he takes, bro. It fucking, this shit takes 9 points of my health and he fucking...
Holy fuck, man.
He's got like nothing. It's unbelievable. Mimic tier +9. I heard it was buffed. Yeah, right.
Buffed my ass.
That's why you can't use it for the main fights.
Boom. Wrecked. Quarter health bar. Maybe a third.
The dragon has a lot of health though, obviously.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Yeah. But I don't know, anything else that you want to be playing in the coming future? Like, I still was planning on getting into Norco.
Yeah, Norco looks sick. I actually wanted to friggin' play that Kirby game, but...
Oh, true, Kirby, yeah.
I mean, that'd be good for like a weekend blast. Mm-hmm. We switched sports there, actually. Kind of piqued my interest.
You got a copy coming around.
Yeah. Down to mess around with that.
That'll be pretty funny, eh?
Yeah. I think I gotta revisit that video we did with the last video where we talked about all the upcoming games. We had a nice list there. I don't remember.
Yeah, there was Dolmen as well. That
Dolmen was on there.
Pretty fucking good. Salt and Sacrifice was on there.
Salt and Sacrifice, of course, was on there.
Yeah. Norco.
Fuck, there's a lot of good shit.
Chinatown Detective Agency was there.
That one looked cool as fuck too.
I think there was that that JRPG. It had a weird name.
Yeah, I hardly remember.
Yeah. A few things, I don't know, but a relatively slow month. That's why it's a good time to delve into a back catalog.
Yeah. Finish up Elden Ring would be nice.
Do this Final Fantasy project. You know, I started Kingdom Hearts 2, but lately I've been kind of put off on fucking even.
Yeah, I've been thinking about Kingdom Hearts as well lately.
Yeah.
Dabbling in one of those.
They are good games.
Problem with me is I feel like it's been so long since I've played any of them that I feel like I should just, like, I want to at least start at the first and go through, but then it's like, Jesus. Like,
I just did that too.
To devote like a month or something to that.
It takes a long time though. They're not short games. They're beefy.
Yeah.
And they got some fun side stuff that I was too stupid to play around with when I was a kid, like the gummy ships.
Oh,
I built a super intricate gummy ship.
Did you? Yeah. I remember not really messing around with that too when I played, but that sounds like something that would be fun to fuck around with now.
It's fun shit. The only thing I don't like about number 2 since I started playing it is the dodge roll. Fucking, you don't even get that till later on.
Really?
Later on, yeah.
Oh man.
Until you have to
get that right away in one.
I think you get it later on too. I'm pretty sure, but it's not like through unusual means. And this one, it's through very unusual means. You get it. Like fucking doing some, you power up you have to level up your fucking super mode and then you unlock it for normal use. It's just a real pain in the ass. So I don't really like that, but otherwise I want to finish Kingdom Hearts 2 and then get on to 3 and whatever the next one. Yeah.
I noodled around with 3 at some point.
Even then, there's got to be, I feel like, I keep turning my gaze to these like bigger things, but there's got to be some fucking things in hiding, like, that's why I like these Souls-likes are becoming more populous genre, like Dolmen and fucking...
True, yeah. There's even the Salt and Sacrifice, like there's a lot of things that have seemingly come out of, heavy inspiration of Souls, and everything goes to indie, right? Because it's the easiest place, or your starting point of people who have an idea, want to make a game. So naturally we've seen some good indie Souls games, 2D Souls games, all kinds of Souls genre inspired things. I'm sure there's more to come that like we've even talked about that I'm not even thinking about right now because I'm such an idiot, but as soon as one drops, we'll get on it, put up some footage.
Definitely will. There was a couple of other things that I was thinking about getting back into too, but every time I consider something like fucking Red Dead or Horizon, I just can't
honestly,
do it.
At this
like
point,
Western
I'd
open
rather
world
play
games
like
just-
Salt and Sanctuary at this point in anticipation of 2 than like a heavy hitting AAA like that. I mean, Red Dead, like, I finished it, and I don't think I'll ever be able to go back. Like,
these kind of games are just
fucking speed it up somehow. It's just, you know,
they just don't.
It's brilliant. Don't get me wrong, but
They're a bit rough.
playing through it more than once, or you know, even once, is just taxing, right?
Yeah. So much of their fucking appeal depends on you buying into their world and fiction, and
It's too much.
it's lacking. For
Honestly,
me,
the rumor is that they're remaking or, you know, redoing fucking Red Dead Redemption, which, like, the one, right? And I would be down to play that again, but it has a lot less of the bullshit, right?
Yeah.
As long as they don't fuck it up and just make it, like, you know, straight fucking up-res port of 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
cool
I mean,
with that.
honestly, what if they fucking fucked it up by making it something else?
Then it would just be fucked up in general, right?
Yeah.
Fuck that, but yeah, if they did a nice job. Actually, fucking some weird news that we never really picked up on. Did you see that they're doing Max Payne 1 and 2 again or some shit?
Those are Remedy games, weren't they?
Yeah, and I think Remedy is doing it again.
Oh.
Yeah, Remedy is like remaking them.
Well, that might be cool, actually.
Yeah, I think we both kind of, I'm sure you saw it, but like I didn't really
I thought that.
think much of
I
it,
did.
right?
Yeah, I think you're right. Back at the last fucking game award show or something, right?
No, this was like a couple of days ago. This was recent,
Oh, no,
I
then
think.
I did not see it.
Yeah, that's it. They announced that I think Remedy is literally redoing Max Payne 1 and 2. They're remaking them or whatever,
cool.
right? Remaster. I don't fucking know, but
I'm open to that for sure.
that's cool, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting times ahead, I'm sure.
Yeah,
That's a better example. Probably more in line with what we say about like Final Fantasy VII remake as opposed to like the Dead Space reboot or remake or whatever, you know?
Definitely. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I'm not very much stoked for that, even though that was one of my favorite series ever.
Dead Space, yeah. Dead Space was sick. And,
Fisher was a great studio, too.
mm-hmm.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Rip.
Cannibalized by the fuckers who are now resurrecting your fucking IP. Wow.
Well, these guys had something going. Let's get someone to... I don't even want to touch that.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, what do you say we fucking leave it at that for this week?
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much for tuning in once again and listening to our thoughts on video games. We'll be back next week. Perhaps we'll try something new, and I may be done Elden. We'll see how she goes.
Fuck yeah. Keep chugging along.
Take care, guys.